everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs reading today. We are going to be looking at the significant change occurring in your life. So whether that is, currently occurring or about to occur in your life, we are going to be looking at, what's the biggest, fastest paced, most significant change that's going to be impacting you in the next, month or so. All right, but make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the readings. Today I am using the Wishcraft Oracle as well as the Aleda Lenormand. Okay, so sort of getting straight on into it. Timestamps will be in the description box as always. Starting off with our Aries. Okay. All right, Aries, what's the most significant upcoming change in your life? What's the most significant upcoming changes for our Aries? We do have the Candle Magic card coming out for you first here, Aries. Every day things get better. So, just in a general sort of way of speaking there, that's going to be the most significant change, is that things actually are getting better for you, that each and every day things do start to get better from where you currently are. So, that's going to be a big change for a lot of you. I do feel this energy for a lot of you here, Aries. It's giving me the example of happiness example, that you've become so comfortable not having certain things in your life that when you start experiencing things getting better and that general sense of ease and comfort and happiness in your life, that's really actually uncomfortable for you. So for a lot of you, this may actually be an uncomfortable kind of feeling, to be happy and content. So every day things are getting better. It's kind of like, I'm hearing some of you saying, what did I do to deserve this? I don't know what changed, but everything actually feels so much easier to deal with. Things like that coming to the front here. Clarifying this message for Aries. The most significant upcoming change in our Aries life, please. Interesting. We are seeing a lot of references to your home life here, starting off with the house. Of course, we do see, obviously that's going to be talking very significantly about your home life. But very interestingly enough, we have the garden there as well. So we're kind of seeing home and garden, house and garden. I am seeing, we do have a show that aired in Australia, Better Homes and Gardens. It's telling me Better Homes and Gardens. I'm also seeing the tower here as well. So even those of you being represented, if you're in an apartment and a sky rise, those sorts of things. But that structure, buildings, the structure of the foundation of where you are, the traditional aspect of your home life. So for a lot of you, that's the significant changes that are taking place are actually to do with that foundation, that structure, that physical place where you are, and that's what's getting better and better. So you may be making some home improvements. You may just be finding I'm getting that energy of keeping your place nice and tidy and finding comfort and peace and just feeling like every day this place gets better and better because I'm more on top of keeping in control of my space that I'm in. So it does it is impacting majority here your home base, your little bubble that you like to wrap yourself up in does seem to be the most significantly affected. But then it has a flow-on effect as well. With the garden, we do see that it's enabling you to get out and about and start meeting new people, spending more time with friends, going out and about in public, to public events, public places. We do see, with the garden and the tower combination there, we do see more regimented, structured public spaces as well. So like art galleries, museums, all those sorts of places that are, a public event type place. So going along to public events and those sorts of things. we do see just your sense of well-being and safety within your own little bubble, your security definitely being impacted in positive ways here. We do see your public persona, your social structure being impacted positively here as well, Aries. So just for you, it seems to be, just in kind of general, things are just getting better and better every day, which, you can't complain with that. If that's the most significant change, well, so be it. At least it's nothing, hugely dramatically negative. We are seeing positive changes there for you, Aries. Okay, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel. You're more than welcome to check out other placements as well. And we will move on over to our Taurus. Okay. All right, Taurus. What's the most significant changes coming through for our Taurus? Most significant incoming change for Taurus. Flying broom. Okay, so this is sweeping out the bad news, getting rid of the dust, getting rid of the cobwebs, sweeping out the dirt from underneath the the mats and getting it all out of your system. It does say I can let go of my mistakes. So there is a strong sense of forgiveness for oneself that is being a significant change. For some of you, there is this impact of forgiveness for things that have happened to you, but also for the way that you feel about those things as well. So because we always have that thing where sometimes we are something's happened in our life at no fault of our own, but our reaction to that and the way that we have dealt with that, that's kind of where you're sort of letting go of that mistake, so to speak. I don't necessarily feel like it's mistakes as such. It's just we all have that little voice in the back of our head that sort of tells us horrible things about ourselves. So you've been holding some stuff against yourself here, some negative self-talk there that you are starting to forgive yourself and let go of that sort of stuff a little bit more here, Taurus. Most significant changes occurring for Taurus. These cards do not want to shuffle very well today. Definitely positive change on the horizon here, Taurus. I know I'm just getting this energy. A couple of you have been a little bit worried, if that makes sense. We do have the house coming through first. So the most significant changes are going to be to do with your home life, your sense of security and stability in this world. I don't feel as though this is like mental stability, that kind of thing. This is financial security and stability. We have the fish there as well. So that really does lead us to look at, finances and your sense of abundance and wealth in this world, and it is tied up with your home life here. So whether that be the actual foundational place that you're living, or just the close structure people wise within that little bubble that you call home. For some of you that's just within your own self, but we do see a lot more financial security incoming as a big change for you here. There are changes that are soon to be revealed. These haven't happened yet. We have the sun there as well. So I do feel as though these haven't actually been revealed, or there is something that is about to be revealed about your financial security that is really leading the path to happiness here. It's like blazing that fire within, leading you directly to happiness. It's going to help you, feel a lot of warmth. For some of you, this is specifically, there is just one of you where this is something specifically to do with heating in your home. There is some sort of financial security issue around heating that that's going to be revealed, that maybe it's something along the lines of that repair is not going to be as much as you thought it was going to be, and your nest egg is safe and that sort of stuff as well. But as a whole, we're just seeing security on a financial level, stability on a financial level. There's definitely maybe some epiphanies or some things being revealed about that, but it's all leading you directly to happiness and being in a very happy, optimistic, happy kind of a arena there. The sun will shine again, even when the sky seems dark. Okay, so that's why it's time to forgive yourself for the past here, Taurus. Sweep that all out of your system. Do some spring cleaning so you can get ready for that sun to shine again. Okay, so that's what we have for you today, Taurus. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. Of course, subscribe to the channel and we will move on over to our Geminis. Okay, let's give myself an extra second to scratch my nose. Okay, Gemini. The most significant change coming in for Gemini. What's the most significant incoming changes for Gemini? Starting off here, Gemini, we have the Aqua Lunar, the water moon energy, okay? I am grateful and blessed. So this is actually telling me a time frame here. It's kind of telling me that you are going to start noticing this change by the full moon. So that's actually on the 9th of August. So about a week away, you will notice this change. This change will have sort of come in. I am grateful and blessed. You are going to be feeling lucky. I feel like lucky, like it's going to actually stir up some emotions in you, but you're going to feel very grateful for that opportunity. So let's have a look and see what exactly is going on here, Gemini. Most significant change for Gemini. What are the most significant changes incoming for our Geminis? Firstly, we're seeing the masculine followed by the tower. So this can actually be a couple of things here. For some of you, this is a male figure from your past, from your foundation. The tower does talk about your foundation. So sometimes it can talk about, you know, what has created you, your childhood. Sometimes the masculine can refer to father figures, that type of thing. So for a lot of you, if this is a person, it's going to be somebody that you've probably known from childhood. If it is a person, it is very likely to be an actual male. Normally, I don't genderize the masculine and feminine energy there, but in this particular case, I do feel as though this would be like a father, a grandfather, or a father type figure in your life. Someone that was like maybe a mentor, somebody older than you that was maybe a mentor to you when you were a child is what's coming through there. For others of you, if that's, you know, because I'm getting the split, I'm hearing split screen, but I'm getting like a split message here. So for others of you, this is more to do with, you know, the masculine is very logical and very rational. So for some of you, it's got more to do with the traditional aspects of the tower. The tower can be, like I said, it is the you know, very structured foundational type energy. So it's very regimented, very logical, very rational type energy. And then when it's mixed with that tower there, it does kind of lend itself to structures that are, you know, foundational structures within society, you know, within, you know, our township, I'm hearing here. So it's kind of like, you know, museums. I'm getting museums, libraries, governmental places. So office buildings, like I'm talking about like governmental offices, like what's it called in America? It's telling me that I can't say that word. Municipal, whatever that word is, guys. That's what I'm seeing there as well. I'm just seeing it written on the like MUN. Is it ICPAL, municipal offices, or, you know, the governmental offices where you know, the parliamentary offices and those sorts of things. So, you know, it could be like something to do with politics, political structure offices, those sorts of things, governmental type offices, taxation departments, you know, even you know, we call it services here in Australia, the RTA, which is, you know, what you guys call the DMV. those sorts of places are all could be linked in here. It's very, it does feel very, you know, governmental, regimented, very structured, very, you know, courthouses, those sorts of things. Something coming to light. And now I've said courthouses. It's going like this to me. Click, 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 click. Like it might have something to do with court proceedings or something along those lines. And you are feeling very grateful and blessed. It is going to come to light. Everything, it's like everything comes to light, like everything comes out into the open. You know, whatever's been done here, you know, it's kind of this energy of like, I'm just trying to think of an example here. It's like, you go to a court hearing and, you know, there was information that you weren't sure that you're going to, you know, get through this. But then as soon as you get into court, all the information, all the paperwork comes to light, everything, even stuff that you weren't aware of, bang, 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 everything falls into place, everything comes to light, all this stuff that you didn't even know about comes to light, but it all kind of works in your favor because it does lead you to happiness, a happy result here. Okay, so for those of you who are going through legal proceedings of some sort, there is something still yet to come to light about that. Pardon me. There is still something to come to light, but it may have something to, it may be needing to come to light, like you don't have the full office records or the full legal contract written in front of you or something like that, and then once it does come to light, it leads you directly to happiness, that everything works out in your favor here. Okay, you are going to be feeling very grateful and very blessed that, oh geez, it's lucky that came up and that they ended up having that bit of, you know, they presented that bit, because I'm kind of getting this energy of like the other side presenting this piece of paper thinking that that's going to help their case, but it actually helps your case even more. So I'm getting something like that coming to light there, Gemini, but you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Cancers. Okay. All right, Cancer, the most significant incoming change for our Cancer. Cancer Collective, what is the most significant change occurring for Cancer, please? Oh, we just had this, I just shuffled the ish out of those cards, and we've got the exact same one that Gemini just had here, the Aqua Luna, the water moon. All right, so it does talk very strongly of emotions, and it's going to, you know, stir up some emotions in you. Remains to be seen whether that's good or bad emotions. For some of you, if you are on the cusp of Gemini there, and you do have any legal proceedings or governmental proceedings of any kind, maybe check the Gemini reading. That may be relevant to you as well. It does say, I am grateful and blessed. Okay, so we'll have a bit of a delve here and see exactly what that is about for you, Cancer. Cancer, the most significant change coming through for Cancer, please. Definitely, a lot of you, this may be linking up with, yeah, it may, for a lot of you, this may be linking up with what we just saw for Gemini. I am getting sort of a slightly different specificity for you guys. We did just talk with Gemini about, you know, some potential legal proceedings, governmental, you know, paperwork and things needing to come to light to solve that issue. And two of the cards that they have, we are seeing a lot of repeated cards here. Okay, so this first card, the Tower, we did have that for Gemini as well, and that's where we get the references to, you know, structure, regimented places like governmental, like legal. Okay, so we definitely are seeing that aspect coming through for you here as well, especially with the house here as well. So for you guys, it may be a little bit more tailored to, like, more specifically to do with your housing, your home. So this is kind of energy of you being taken to court by your landlord, or you're having paperwork drawn up in order to purchase a home. You're having you're having to refinance your mortgage and having to talk to your financial institution because, you know, the house and the tower definitely can talk about places like institutions, like governmental regulations, and all those sorts of things coming into play here. For a lot of you, it may have to do with your actual housing. Okay, so definitely keeping that in mind. We do see the masculine coming through as well. Gemini did also have that card, but I do feel here for you that this is more about the way that you need to approach this situation. Very logical, very rational. Okay, because we did see your overview here as the emotions, the water and the moon, both emotional creatures, right? The masculine is not. The masculine is very logical, very structured, very take control, gets done what needs to be done. And that's what you need to do. You need to be very professional about the way that you approach this and keep your emotions out of it. Okay, because if you approach this with emotion, it's going to make it much harder for you to solve this problem for yourself here. All right, so this is bringing in some significant change, but it is sort of really, really important. I feel like it's very important for you to, keep a very level head and be intelligent, be smart about how you approach this, and you're definitely needing to hold back on those emotions. Okay, emotions have no place in court, is what I'm getting. Regardless of what that, if it's not court or, whatever, because it could just be dealing with, an advisory board or something along those lines there. Needing to research as well, research and make sure you know all the facts. You can back yourself up with factual information rather than emotional information. All right, so keeping your emotions very, very separate to whatever this is going on here. When it's resolved, that's when you're allowed to be emotional, because the emotions are going to be there. They're going to be grateful and blessed that this is all worked out for you. Okay, so it will work out, but it's very, very important. It just keeps telling me it's very, very important that you keep level-headed. All right, and for some of you, there's a clue in that phrase as well, that this has got something in there. There's something in there about needing to keep the level, needing to be level, needing to check the level. Okay, so checking levels within, if I'm just trying to think of, real world examples that could link to this. So, if you're having issues with, housing, checking the building is level before you build, checking the ground is level, that kind of thing. Checking the levels of certain, like water levels, or checking the gas levels, or something along those lines there as well. So for someone there, that's relevant as well. But you're needing to be very rational, very intelligent, very logical with the way that you approach this situation if you wish for this to work out in your favor. All right, so it is just sort of really wanting to hammer that in there. Okay, Cancer. So that's what I have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo, what's the most significant change coming in for you? The most significant change coming in for our Leos. Most significant incoming change for Leo. I'm going to keep shuffling because I can't keep drawing that same card for every single sign. It's going to do my head out. If it comes out again, then we know it was definitely yours. But Leo, most significant incoming change for Leo, please. Love your body. I love my body. Taking care of your physical body. Okay. Showing your body that you love it. Showing others that you love your body. Showing others that you love their body. Something very physical coming up for you. So for some of you, this is gaining weight, losing weight, getting some work done on your body in some way. There is some sort of physical change coming in for you. And it may not even be a physical change. It may just be a mental change about a physical thing. But let's have a look here. Leo, the most significant change coming in for our Leos. The most significant change for Leo, please. Yeah, you know, it's wanting to talk about the same sort of stuff. It's like you've been putting in the work. We have the mountain here. You've been putting in the work, Leo. You've been putting in the work. Keep putting in the work. Don't stop now. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You have been feeling a little bit blocked. You maybe have had some physical blockages of some sort as well. So, you know, you talk to your doctor about that if you do need to, because there is somebody there that's got some sort of physical blockage. I'm just getting that for some of you. It's like you just need to take some constipation medication, okay? Um, but you're feeling as though, oh, I'm putting in all this work and I'm not getting anywhere. You're putting in all this work. Keep putting in the work. Don't stop now. Don't stop now. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We have the ship here. You're so close. All right, you're so close. This is where things really start moving for you, okay? You are going to start seeing this significant change. I feel like a lot of you have been putting in a lot of work towards your body, and you're feeling blocked, like this is delayed, this is taking so long, I'm not getting anywhere. You are about to see change, so don't stop now, okay? Keep going forward, keep going forward, keep going forward. We have the tree there as well, so, you know, you're taking care of yourself. That's the most important thing anyway. Even if you don't see these physical changes, you're taking better care of yourself, Leo, and that's, you know, important for you to keep on doing that, to keep loving yourself and showing your body that you love it by taking care of it. Okay, so it's wanting to just talk about that today. You know, take care of yourself. Keep moving forward and keep healing, keep growing. You're doing the right thing for yourself here, and focusing on your physical body seems to be moving your mental space into the right direction as well. All right, Leo. So nice short, sweet message for you today. But you are welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to. Oh, and I'm just getting a side note there. So for some of you, the work you've been doing is making sure you're getting the medication you need and things like that as well. I'm just hearing that as well. But moving on over to our Virgos. Okay. All right. Virgo, the most significant incoming change coming through for Virgo. The significant incoming change for our Virgos. Ooh, ooh, woo. My voice is heard in the world. Okay. And if you're wondering why the weird noises, look at that. It literally does say OWOOOOOOOOOO. And I am not howling. Okay. So, ooh, woo. My voice is heard in the world. So that's one of the most significant changes coming through for you here, Virgo, is for some of you, it's that you're finally being heard for what you're saying. You know, you may have been trying to get a point across for a while and you're finally getting heard. But for others of you, you're finally able to speak up. All right. So we'll have a little bit deeper of a look here. Virgo, the biggest incoming change. Virgo, the most significant change occurring for Virgo, please. Yeah, so for some of you, you haven't been able to speak up about something, and now you're finally speaking up about it, and you're moving in the right direction there with that. We do see the clouds coming through first. So this is something that's been sort of on your mind for a little while. You've been trying to think it through very clearly. And the more that you think about it, the more it just causes you anxiety, and the more it just confuses you and clouds your judgment on what you should even do here. So that's kind of like, it's kind of the time. That's why this change is occurring, because it's time to stop just thinking about it and start doing something about it. Stand up for this and start talking. Start, speaking your mind on this, and start asking for what you need here. Start being very open and clear with what you want to get across here. We do have the child coming through there as well. That this is just, trying to be a bit more playful about the way that you are, thinking things through, because, it has been quite heavy the way you've been thinking things through, trying to bring that lighter aspect in, and thinking of some, lighter options there, trying to be a little bit more innocent with the way that you're thinking, rather than just thinking through the negative consequences. We're trying to be innocent and thinking through all the potential amazing outcomes that could happen here as well. But ultimately, we do have the dog here as well. So ultimately, you know, speaking your mind, you do maybe need some support in order to do so. Get some friends behind you there. Spending time, you know, just being playful, having fun with friends is going to be really good for you. I feel like good practice for you. You know, speaking your mind in a playful, jesting kind of manner with friends is really good practice for being able to be open and speak your mind in other, you know, avenues there as well. But ultimately being unafraid to ask for support, help, understanding, compassion, companionship, friendship when you need it. If you say, look, I really need a friend by my side right now, ask for it. Use your voice, use your pretty little voice, Virgo, and ask for that. You know, it's actually going to have some positive outcomes for you here, and it's going to sort of lead you to have new fun adventures with those friendships, and you know, ease some of your chitter chatter in your brain a little bit there, Virgo. Okay, so that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements as well. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to Libra. Okay, Libra, the most significant change incoming for you. What is the most significant incoming change for our Libra? We have the wishing boat coming through for you, Libra. That one says, I look forward to new challenges. So there's definitely some new energy on the way, but it may come in the form of a bit of a, you know, something that tests you, challenges you a little bit here. Let's get a bit more info for you, Libra. The most significant incoming changes for our Libra. Well, okay, that one, obviously. All right, so that was the letter that kind of threw itself in there. So that's definitely showing us that there is some incoming communication that's kind of going to throw a bit of a spanner in the works. It's kind of, you know, going to throw itself in your face out of nowhere. Some communication of some sort, whether it be paperwork, documentation, that sort of thing, or whether it's actual communication, as in someone telling you something, asking you something, you know, sending you an important text, email, calling you with some sort of, you know, information. We do have the garden here, so it definitely could be in the form of an invitation or, you know, an event type of communication about an event or something on your social calendar, so to speak. The garden is a bit more social, a bit more public, so this could be some sort of public communication coming through, but more so I am picking up a bit more so here, like invitations that do, it just feels like it throws a spanner in the works for you somehow, that it's presents a bit of a challenge, that maybe it's being invited to something important that you already had plans on that particular time, and so now you're having to sort of multitask and juggle things around here. We also have the house coming through there as well. So for a lot of you, this could actually have to do with, you know, I'm still getting very strong documentational energy there with that letter, and especially with the garden and the house. This could actually have something to do with your personal residence, or it could have to do with, you know, something to do with security, public security, social security. Interesting. The foundation of your social group. Um, there's something there. It's just not clarifying itself. Um, the garden is very, you know, public. It can be meetings, very important meetings taking place. So there could be communication about, Libra, you need to attend this meeting about, you know, the structure, the security, the financial stability of the company, the, you know, your job security, those sorts of things. So it could be that sort of a thing coming through here as well. I do recall, I believe it must have been in the career reading from last weekend that we actually picked up on something very similar to that. So it could be like a meeting, you're having to go to some sort of meeting or interview in regard to like the KPIs with your job or something along those lines. You know, how are you doing at your job? You know, are you in line for promotion? Those sorts of conversations may be taking place here. An important meeting with, you know, the house, so to speak. So it could be, you know, the foundational members of your, you know, the structured members of your careers, sort of thing. That kind of thing. The in-house, what's that? That's HR, right? The in-house people that deal with the social aspects and stuff like that. So it could be those sorts of things coming through here. It may present itself as a little bit of a challenge to you in coming here, but it is going to provide a lot of changes. And I do feel, because we're ending on the house there, it does feel as though you are going to resolve this with a greater sense of security than what you went in with. So if you're unsure about your job security, you know, going into a job meeting, that kind of thing, you know, you leave the meeting, you know, knowing your job is secure. That kind of example is coming through here. I do also want to say here with the garden, make sure you do put on a professional front when it comes to the way that you're communicating. You need to communicate, you know, in a sociable, presentable to, you know, that kind of energy. That I'm picking that up as well. So you may want to double check, you know, a secondary placement just to sort of get a bit of a extra layer of depth on what that might be about for yourself there, Libra, or go back and have a look at that career all signs reading that we did last week. It may be relevant to that as well. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check those other placements, subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio, what is the most significant changes occurring for Scorpio? Incoming changes for Scorpio. The Shield of Crystals. Look at that little squirrel there. I am loved and protected. Okay, so there is a change coming in for you here where you're sort of protecting yourself from harm. You're being protected. It's kind of like, you know, you're like a squirrel and you're putting those nuts away for the winter, and protecting your assets is wanting to come through here. You're shielding and protecting your assets in some kind of a way, whatever those assets are, whether they are, you know, part of you yourself or physical material assets. That's a significant change that's occurring for you, that you are going to need to, or you are going to be putting in place some sort of shielding or protection around your biggest assets. So that you can, you know, it's like you're squirreling away. So it's like, I do feel for a lot of you, this is putting money away, you know, for a rainy day type of thing, putting those nuts away for winter. Scorpio. So, you know, it's kind of telling me things like making sure, you know, if you're starting a nest egg, making sure you've got income protection on your income, and you know, you're taking certain security measures on, you know, to protect your financials, that sort of stuff. Making sure you've got strong passwords on all your banking and all that sort of stuff. Scorpio. Significant incoming change for Scorpio. So it just feels as though the change is that you are getting extra protection, to be honest, that you're going to have more protection. You're protecting those things a little bit more than maybe you have in the past. I feel like it's kind of because I've learnt my lesson and because I'm kind of growing up and I'm adulting kind of thing. We have the cross coming through first. So that's kind of telling me that, you know, this is a responsibility that you're taking on board. You're kind of acting more responsibly about those sorts of things, about the way that you're protecting your things, you know. So some of you may be investing in security measures around your home, like, you know, a security system and that sort of stuff, because it's adulting. It's adulting 101 sort of thing, is if you start accumulating things or whatever that you want to keep, that you need to do what you need to do in order to protect that from, you know, I'm also picking up insurance coming through for some of you here as well, that you are, you know, making sure you've got protection in place via insurance and things like that. It's because, we do have the scythe and the whip here. Okay, so that kind of does tell us that there is a sudden unexpected conflict or argument, or it feels like a threat, to be honest. It's like somebody threatening you that, oh, I'm going to take everything in the divorce. And so you're going, okay, well, I'm going to make sure I'm responsible for this and this and this, and I make sure that it's all protected from being able to be taken in the divorce, that sort of thing. So it feels like you're putting in these preemptive measures against having something happen very suddenly, but it kind of feels like that something is going to happen very suddenly. It's like a threat. It feels like a threat that is happening. Like, even though we're seeing the scythe and the whip there, which would lead me to believe that this is a sudden argument, a sudden conflict, a sudden drama or trouble sort of coming up. It doesn't actually feel like you are going to be in trouble here. It feels like you're protecting against that right in time to avoid the problem actually being a problem, even though you may still have to sort of go through the problem. It's kind of like, especially with the cross here, it's kind of like you are, it's like, it really is like you're doing something preemptively and then it happens. So it's like you get insurance against flood damage, and then the next week your house floods, and well, a good thing I got that insurance. It's kind of like that. So it's like your intuition is sort of guiding you, go and get this insurance, go and protect this, because then the thing happens the next week and you realize, oh, I'm so glad I had that shield, that protection in place. So, yeah, if you are feeling guided at the moment to do anything like that, that has got to do with, protection or security of your own self or your belongings, make sure you do go ahead and get that, because you may need it. I feel like this is kind of, there's a threat looming, and you're picking up on that intuitively before it happens, kind of thing. So trust yourself when it comes to any form of protection or security that you need in the coming weeks, because it's just kind of like, whatever security that you put in place stops it, the protection that you put in place stops it from happening, or stops it from being as bad as what it could be, because it doesn't feel like it's an actual issue. It may be a little bit of drama, to deal with that, but because you've got that in place, it stops it from becoming a life-altering problem or a huge, big obstacle that you have to overcome. It stops, you're getting the better end of the thing, so make sure you do that, Scorpio. So I'm not sure exactly what that is for you. It does feel, like I said, like some sort of protective insurance type thing for a lot of you. So if you are getting drawn to go and do anything along those lines, make sure you do go ahead and do that, because it's going to be necessary sooner than you realize. So yeah. Okay, well, you are more than welcome to check your other placements and see if you can get a bit of extra info about that as well. But subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Sagittarians. Okay, Sagittarius, the most significant change incoming for Sagittarius. What's the most significant change coming in for our Sagittarians? Happy Poppet. I am enough. You're going to be exactly enough. You have enough. You are enough. Happy Poppet. Okay. So you're going to be like very, very happy coming up soon with something that's going on here, because it's giving you that self-assurance. It's giving you, I feel like it's kind of, you're being validated about something for some of you, and it's kind of like, like, oh, I knew I was right. I knew I was right about that. And it's just giving you this like content validation energy. Clarify this for Sagittarius, please. The significant positive change coming in for Sagittarius. What's the significant upcoming change for Sagittarius? There's that validation, I suppose. We have the fox coming through first. And the fox really does, it takes care of itself. It's very intelligent. It's kind of, I do what needs to be done. I say what needs to be said, and I worry about my own survival, and I do whatever I need to do to make sure I survive. I'm very independent. I'm very intelligent. Even if I have to be a little bit sneaky about what I'm doing in order to get things done, I do it. The fox doesn't know the difference between good and bad. It knows the difference between survival and not. So, the fox doesn't know that it's doing the wrong thing by sneaking into the chicken coop and eating chickens. It's just trying to survive. Okay, so this is kind of like you doing something and feeling like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. And maybe this is something you've already done, where you're kind of like, oh, I feel bad for going into the chicken coop and eating that chicken. But then you're like, it's like you're getting validation that no, if you didn't eat that chicken, I'm glad you ate that chicken because, that was the only way you would survive, kind of thing. So there's some sort of validation that yes, you're doing the right thing, even if it didn't feel right at the time. Even if you questioned yourself about that and worried that you were doing the wrong thing. We have the crossroads here. Okay, so it's kind of showing you that you've made the right decisions. Whatever decision you ummed and ahed and you question yourself about, did I make the right decision? It's kind of showing us that yes, you did make the right decision. That this was more important. Your relationship was more important than holding back, kind of thing. It's giving me some pretty specific messages there, but it's not actually linking me in on what that is. We do have the ring here as well, so it does probably have to do with relationships for a lot of you, but it's kind of like it keeps giving me the same sort of references, like the fox doesn't feel bad for eating the chicken, the lion doesn't feel bad for eating the zebra. It does what it needs to do. That's what a lion does. Of course a lion is going to hunt down a zebra. Of course a fox is going to go and do whatever needs to be done, get through the chicken mesh to get to the chicken, because that's what needs to be done. So there's something that you did what needed to be done, or you said what needed to be said, and you maybe sort of really have questioned that decision. But it's kind of wanting you to know that that's actually the right path for the right decisions for this relationship. It's telling me relationship with that ring card there. Sometimes it can talk about, patterns and cycles, but I'm getting relationship, very, commitment. So you've made a commitment to somebody, and in order to keep that commitment, you've had to do what needs to be done, say what needs to be said. I am picking up here that for somebody, what's happened, there's one of you where the question that the decision that you were questioning yourself about was, it has to do, for someone here, just one particular person, it has to do about, the care of an elderly person, and you had to make some tough decisions about what was right for the care of that elderly person. And it's wanting you to know that you've done the best thing. You've done what was right for the relationship and for that person, because if you didn't do that, it would have negatively impacted the relationship you have with that person. So once again, it's not telling me what that means, but that's the message I'm getting here, is that you've done the right thing. You're on the right path. You've made the right decision. It's the best thing for that relationship. So be happy with yourself. You are enough. Your decisions are enough to be the right ones. You thought it through enough. You're intelligent enough to know that you don't need to question yourself. You're doing the right things. You're making the right decisions. Okay, so that's what we have for you, Sagittarius. Let me know in the comments if you know what that might be about, because it's just not connecting to reality for me. It's just giving me the messages for that particular one. But you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. The most significant upcoming change for Capricorn. What's the most significant change incoming for our Capricorns? What is times they are a-changing. I'm getting a lot of references to music here, Capricorn. I'm here, maybe it's because Ozzy, I was watching Ozzy's funeral the other night, and they were playing Changes. Everyone keeps talking about his song Changes quite a lot. The most significant incoming change for Capricorn, please. We just had this same card for Sagittarius. We have the Happy Poppet card. I am enough. You are good enough, Capricorn. You are worthy. What you do and say is good enough. I will clarify that for you. The most significant incoming change for Capricorn. For some of you, it is just enough. Just knowing that you're enough. We had one fall out there. The most significant upcoming change for Capricorn, please. So, oh, and it's come out reversed. The one that fell on the floor, it did reverse itself. So I'm wondering if that's significant here. Maybe, like, it is telling me that it is kind of significant in the way that your perspective is changing. Your perspective is reversing. It's not reversing, it's flipping around and maybe seeing somebody else's perspective, or flipping around to a different perspective. Flipping around to a perspective where you realize that you did enough. You are enough. And, you know, up until now, you've only been seeing this through the lens of, I'm not good enough. I wasn't good enough. I didn't do enough. And now you're flipping your perspective a little bit on this situation and realizing, and now you're seeing it through the lens of, I was good enough. You know, we have the mice has sort of thrown itself out there. So primarily to do with, you know, the past. Majority of you, it's going to be somebody from the past, something that you feel that you have lost. It probably stresses you out. It probably, you know, eats away at your energy a little bit here. But it's time to, you know, look at new opportunities here, Capricorn. I feel like this is telling us that you are enough to put the past in the past. You know, we're looking at upcoming changes. And so what's changing is the way that you're viewing the past, and the way that you're allowing that past to connect to what's going on for you, because it flew across the room. It threw itself away from these other cards. Even now, it's not wanting me to sit it down with the other cards. It's wanting to be held separate. So the past, you know, you are enough. You have been enough. If you have felt not enough in the past, start looking at it from a perspective of, but what if I was enough the whole time? What if I actually was enough the whole time? What would that change? What does that change? Why, you know, do I still feel as though I lost out on something from the past here? Do I still feel as though that was taken from me unfairly? Do I still feel stressed about that? Does it still eat away at me if I, you know, realize that I was always enough? If I was always enough. I feel like, you know, this is finding comfort within yourself, Capricorn. Finding comfort within yourself. We do see you changing direction pretty strongly here. The change that's coming is, you know, we're setting the past aside and we're moving through new doors. We have the key followed by the fox. Okay, so the key is opening new doors and walking straight through them, opening our heart to new directions, you know, and not being afraid that we're not going backwards anymore. We're opening brand new doors ahead of ourselves and walking through them We're not just looking at them and going, oh, look at all these opportunities around me. I'm walking through those doors and seeing those opportunities and taking those, taking what I need from those opportunities and moving forward. Okay, so all doors lead to success with the key as well. What we see there too with the fox, very intelligent, very independent, very free-spirited. I do what I wanna. I do what needs to be done. I get it done. I say what needs to be said in order to push myself through those doorways and take those chances and take those opportunities that are around me. For some of you here, if this is specifically related to a person, for some of you this may actually be being entering into your like free-spirited, independent player type energy a little bit there as well. You're being a little bit cheeky, being a little bit, just happy being yourself, being a little bit selfish and taking what you need, even if that is on a physical kind of level, to be honest. Not in a non-consensual way, but in a, I'll just take what I need from the situation. I don't need to make it something more than what it is, kind of thing. Does that make sense? You're just taking control. The fox is very independent, very intelligent, just doing what I need to do for me, not worrying about everyone else and what they need, worrying about me and what I need. Which is you are enough. You deserve all of that you want. You deserve to just take what you need and have what you want, kind of energy. You deserve to play the field if that's what you want. So go for it, Capricorn. So that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, the significant upcoming change for Aquarius. What's the significant upcoming changes for Aquarius? Send a letter to the universe, Aquarius. The world loves me. Stepping into your confident era a little bit more there, stepping into yourself a little bit more, but not just stepping into that, communicating that, really stepping into that confidence in the form of you're expressing it. Okay, we do see the letter imagery in this card here, which is a form of communication, a form of expression. Pardon me. So you're expressing yourself to the world, to the universe. This is me, and this is me. This is me. Love it or love it. Love it, like it or love it. It's up to you. This is me. I'm not anybody else that I'm not going to hide and I'm not going to pretend to be. Clarify this for Aquarius, please. The significant upcoming change for Aquarius. So this Lionsgate portal and full moon may be very significant for you. They are very, kind of like for a lot of you, it's stepping into confidence, I feel, for you, Aquarius. Let's have a look here. Significant change incoming for Aquarius. I'm also I'm getting like teeth stuff coming through here, Aquarius. So for someone, that's part of what's making you more confident. You're getting your teeth fixed or something like that. I'm feeling like your reading's a bit rough right now, Aquarius, because I am feeling like dental work happening while I'm speaking. It's throwing me a little bit, to be honest. But it does feel like, someone's getting their teeth fixed, getting veneers or something like that. And that's where the confidence is coming from. Good news on the way. We have the Rider coming through first. Good news on the way. We have the Bear, about, protection, about nurturing yourself, about, standing up for yourself, about your confidence, about your inner power, your soul energy there. It's like standing tall and strong and confident in yourself. Good news is on the way that you really are going to be able to start expressing the truth of yourself, and you know, stand tall and strong and roar. This is me, hear me roar kind of energy coming through. It's very strong, confident energy, especially with that horse as well. The rider, you know, the horse is rearing up in this image. It's like rearing up, going, look at me, how big and powerful I am. It's like you're really standing in your power, and that's really coming into fruition for you in a confident kind of way. We also have the flowers there, the bouquet. So it's really, you know, giving your all, and receiving all back from the universe as well. Like you're giving yourself to the universe, and then you receive all that same, you know, time, love, energy, respect back. The more that you show the world, this is me, and this is you know, my love, and this is my time and my energy and my respect that I'm giving out, the more of it you receive back from others and from the universe and just in general, and you receive back in amongst yourself as well. The more time and energy that you and respect you pay yourself, the more time and love and energy you have for yourself. So it may sound small, but you're expressing yourself with a type of confidence that is actually coming through as a very significant change in your life, Aquarius. So very interesting. You know, I hope that goes really well for you. It does. It just feels really like empowering. It does. It just feels like you're this change that's happening within you. It's empowerment. You know, it's confidence, and it's empowering, and it's, this is me, hear me roar. Like I can't explain it more than that, what I'm sort of feeling there. But that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we will have a look for Pisces. Pisces, what's the big significant changes upcoming for Pisces? Significant upcoming change for Pisces. Bubble power. I'm also hearing bubble, toil and trouble, Pisces. I am hearing that there as well. My wishes float easily out into the world. Okay, envisioning. I'm kind of hearing here, Pisces, you know, envisioning your wishes. You're blowing your wishes out into the world. I'm also seeing, like, I'm seeing a lot of wish energy here, like that, you know, blowing on a dandelion and watching it float out, blowing a bubble, blowing your wish into a bubble, and then watching it float away, and then pop, you've wished it into existence. It's that simple for you at the moment, Pisces. You've got some strong manifestation energy at the moment here. I do feel as though this is a very strong time for you here. Really being very, very clear about what it is you wish for. Okay, I do feel a cleansing energy here with the bubbles as well. That you know, bubbles brings to mind, you know, baths, and detergent is, you know, something that comes through cleansing, cleaning. You need to clean up those wishes and make sure you're truly wishing for things that you wish to manifest here, because your manifestation power is strong right now. Okay, especially coming into you know, Lionsgate, that is so close to the full moon. They're going to be crossover energies this full moon. We're going to have Lionsgate, portal, and then the full moon the next night. So you know, as we all know, the full moon energy is 3 nights, so it will already have sort of started right on the Lionsgate energy, full force as well. So some strong energy incoming for your energy here, Pisces. I do feel like this the 8th of the 8th and then the 9th of the 8th are going to be very strong for you here. And yes, I'm saying the 9th of the 8th. That's how we do calendars in Australia. Okay, we do day and then month. Okay, I just want to make that clear, because I do see, you know, quite often I go to put dates in things, and I always catch myself, and I'm actually putting, you know, the 8th of August rather than 8/8 or, you know, 9/8, because I am aware that, you know, elsewhere in the world people are going to get the total wrong month on that. Pisces, the most significant incoming change for our Pisces. Yes, Pisces, yes. We have the bouquet coming through first, the flowers, giving it your all, giving yourself your all, giving your time, your love, your energy, your respect to yourself more than anyone, and then receiving that back, and what you put out there you get back. It's manifestation energy all over again. It's affirmation energy here. It's giving all of yourself to the world. It's giving all of yourself to yourself, and receiving all of that same love energy back, because we do have the heart there as well. So for a lot of you, you are specifically manifesting love into your life. Give it your all. Give it all your energy. I do pick up here the feminine energy there, Pisces. It's you, okay? Regardless of gender, that is you. That is your, giving all your emotion, all your passion, all your heart to the idea of love in your life. Not just romantic love, platonic love, family love, love for the world itself, giving it out there, putting it out there, putting your wishes out there, putting all your passion and your love into those wishes, the things that you truly wish for. You're giving it your all at the moment. And that is actually bringing out some significant change in the fact that you're going to receive it all back. This is a gift from the universe about to come your way. It is going to be given to you in love, through love. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'm hoping that it resonates for those of you where that starts to, we are looking at significant change starting to occur. So, you're going to start seeing this one way or another very soon anyway, Pisces. But it's the things that you already wish for, and they're starting to come back around, and you're going to have signs as well. I'm picking up here that for some of you, there is going to be love attached to this gift from the universe in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's, the love from a friend, the love, some sort of love. There's like, I don't know whether it's like there may be a card with a love heart, or, something shaped like a love heart, or you receive something happen in your life that you've wished for, and you look up and there's a cloud that's shaped like a love heart. There is some sort of love heart sign being presented to you that this is love. It's like the universe loves you, Pisces. The universe wants you to know love is yours, even if you think that you don't have any love in your life. The universe loves you. Mother Earth loves you. Spirit, God, whatever you want to call that, loves you. Okay, there is love there for you. Give it to yourself first to start with, but because your wishes are manifesting this back for yourself. The more that you're wishing for a sign, the more you're going to receive a sign. Okay, for a lot of you, you are going to see, and I'm picking up here very specifically for somebody, it's a heart-shaped flower. You're going to see, flowers in the shape of a heart, or a flower that looks like a heart, and that's going to be or a leaf like floral nature hearts, because it's like the universe wants you to know that you are loved. That's the main message I'm getting for you here, and that's why your desires are coming true, your wishes are coming true here. That I feel like it's kind of like the universe is like, finally Pisces is able to manifest the way that I want Pisces to be able to manifest. The universe wants you to be able to have this power, and you finally have found it within yourself to I don't know what's clicked for you, Pisces, but it's like something has just clicked for you, and all of a sudden your power of manifestation is just bang, 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 and working faster than ever. Make sure when you are manifesting, Pisces, you are asking for signs, and confirmation from the universe, signs, confirmation from the universe. Ask for bubbles and hearts. That's the best signs for you to receive confirmation right now. So, just as an example, if you ask the universe, I want a promotion at work. I want a promotion at work. I wish for a promotion at work. I'm going to start believing I'm living that life where I have that promotion. Manifesting. Please give me a sign that manifestation is going to come into my reality. Please make the sign bubbles or hearts. and then that you walk out your front door and there's a cloud that is like a bubble with a heart inside it, or you see love heart shaped bubbles somehow. You just believe it and make it happen, Pisces, because you can make it happen. Okay, so sorry for going a bit OTT there, but channeling a bit much there, Pisces. But you guys have got that power of manifestation right now, so use it. Manifest me some stuff too, guys. I'll send you my list. No, jokes. But that's what I've got for you today. You're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check other placements if you like, and I will see you all again soon.